up, everybody? This is VisitJoan, and if you're an eagle eye like I am, you will probably notice a couple of things about this video. First off, there are quite a few packs missing, and those that are there have the old icons. Second, this build is not basically my usual style of clutter. It actually feels a little bit more empty and unfinished and, that kind of feel. And that is because I actually built this back in last May and June. I've just been sitting on this because I originally intended it to be, kind of like a promotion for another installment of That Fateful Night when I got it written. But however, that didn't happen just because I finished Trouble in Paradise, the written part, and you know what? I just didn't want to use that computer anymore because I've had it for like 8 years and it's slow and it's just like, oh my goodness, I just don't really want to. I have no desire to use that computer. So it just hasn't happened. However, recently I was kind of having a motivational slump and I kind of started feeling, getting my motivation back, and I was thinking, okay, I've had this idea for a video. Not this one, but like another one, that's like a music video type video that's like, has been in my head for like a year now, like ever since my computer, well, not ever since my computer broke, but since I was looking for, royalty-free music after my computer broke, which is about this time last year. So I figured I might as well just do that since I don't know when the installment's going to come out. And I figured, you know what? I have this video recorded. I can just edit it and throw it up there to go with it. So yeah, I'm not going to be talking about the build that much simply because I don't really remember it. It's been so long. Like, in the amount of time since then, I've gotten Trouble in Paradise going. I tried to make a friend and ended up making an enemy. And oh yeah, there's been a pandemic. So, a lot has gone on since I built this. So I don't really remember every single little tiny detail as to why I did what I did. There are some things when I was editing this where I was looking at them like, Joe, what the heck were you thinking? And I don't even know. But what I can tell you is this is a rebuild of a house from The Sims 2. I don't exactly remember the name of it. I think it was like 190 Sim Lane or something like that. This was one of those houses that was, just like completely empty. So I had to, come up with the furnishing myself. And that's pretty much all I remember about doing this. As for what this is the house of Stephanie. She used to work with Bella at Rogan's. So it is a part of That Fateful Night, believe it or not. And, when I built this house, I kind of, because I had the whole video idea in mind when I built this. So I built it for her son to be a toddler because I needed him, to be a toddler for the video first. And then I would go ahead and age him up to a child. So the version I have in my game now isn't exactly the same as this. And normally, I would tell you some backstory or some story behind this, but you're going to see that in the video that is coming soon anyway, so I'm just going to pretty much skip that. So, since I can't really talk about the build, and I'm not going to talk about the backstory because that's kind of redundant, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to do sort of maybe a little bit of an update for you guys. But anyway, we are under stay-at-home orders. We have been for about a week, and by the time you're seeing this, it will have been about 2 weeks. There are, a couple of things you can do. You can go to the grocery store, you could go to your doctor, you can go provide care for other people, especially those that are vulnerable to getting sick. So that's what my mom does. So that's why she's not here right now. And, things like that. But for me personally, not much has changed because I never went anywhere anyway. Not because I wanted to stay home, but because I didn't have anyone to go there with, and I didn't have any way to get there, so I pretty much just stayed home. So not much has changed in terms of day-to-day life for me at all. What has changed is that, I've kind of had to come to terms with a few things, like, maybe some goals I've had for years now that aren't going to happen, like, I wanted one last good year of my 20s. That's not going to happen. About, 9 months ago, if you remember in the one video I said I was finally at least somewhat content with the way things are going because, my cousin was getting married, and that's probably not going to be happening. So, which is, just really a bummer because given my history with weddings, it makes perfect and total sense that I finally get invited to one and it doesn't happen. Like, that's just me. That's my luck. That kind of thing happens to me all the time. I've just gotten used to it. I'm hoping that they postpone it, but I'm not gonna lie, if they don't, I will be kind of disappointed and maybe a little bit upset because it's just, the universe is just kind of rubbing this in my face, you know what I mean? And yeah, but I mean, not everything along those lines have been bad. My aunt was planning a bridal shower, and that's not going to happen now. But I'm not upset about that because honestly, I don't like bridal showers. I honestly don't. It's just boring. You sit there and you do nothing. And if you're not in the bridal party, it just feels like you're an outsider. It is it just is not fun at all. Meanwhile, the guys get to go out to a bar and have a good time. What's up with that? But no, I do not like showers. I've also had some just really conflicting emotions, considering that some things have made me happy that really shouldn't be making me happy. Case in point, graduations being canceled, which honestly, that would be disappointing, except that somebody involved in that graduation caused me 2 months of pain. So that would have been, just a good thing, because graduation was like the worst thing that happened to me. And just, if I had a graduation that she didn't have, that would mean something good would come from the worst thing that ever happened to me, and that would make me happy. And I know the really annoying thing is that it just makes me sound like a jerk, but it's not. I'm not happy about that because I want to be. That's just the way my feelings react to the situation around me. I can't control that. However, the graduation was in fact postponed, so I guess I can kind of say that maybe I got to graduate in May and this person didn't. Case in point, there really is no right or wrong way to feel about it. We're all gonna have to take some kind of a hit for this thing, and mine is, well, just, I don't know, just giving up stuff that I honestly don't know. It's just like things I had hoped that were gonna happen aren't happening, but it also, just makes me realize the reasons that some things did happen. Like, I was wondering why the universe or the world or whatever, had gone to all the stakes to put a very unlikely thing that would extremely benefit me that I needed. It was like the miracle I needed, And why would it go to all the lengths to make that happen only to have it blow up in my face? And the answer, I realized, like, at the beginning of January was it was trying to protect me from something. I didn't know what at the time, but here we are 2 months later in the middle of a pandemic, and it's clear to me why this happened the way it happened. Which really, that doesn't mean I'm happy about it, because, if you really wanted to protect me, the universe could, if it could go to the lengths of, ensuring that it wanted me to have a friend, but it didn't want me to go out at this time, I guess. If it really wanted to do that, why didn't it just delay the release of Discover University? I don't know, but it doesn't make any sense. I finally got the answer to that question I've been wondering now for months. So I guess I can take a little solace in that this whole thing did keep me healthy, because, if I had gone out, if she had wanted to be my friend and I had, we had gone out, who knows what would have happened? I mean, I could be in the hospital right now. The world works in mysterious ways, and I guess, sometimes you just have to wait to find out why it does what it does, but everything it does, it may just have a reason, and I don't know, that's kind of the takeaway I can get from this whole mess. But, I just hope that when this is all over, the people who have, well, not on purpose, but have done things that resulted in me living like this for the last 5 years, I hope they realize that is what they've done, and they start treating people a little bit better than they treated me. I kind of hope that they're feeling it just because other people will benefit from it. You know what I mean? But other than that, I just hope that the universe will just let up and let me have something, a friend, somebody to talk to. I really don't know what it is at this point, but I just hope things get better once all of this is finished. And oh my goodness, I don't know. Things are beginning to make a little bit more sense now as to why things happened the way they happened. And I've also seen people say things like, maybe this is some kind of wake-up call, because less people are out and there's less pollution, and, the lakes look bluer, the air is cleaner and stuff like that. So maybe, we can look back and say, hey, we gotta treat the earth better too, because that is really important, don't get me wrong. Anyway, we are about to wrap up this speed build, so I'm going to cut it off here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you left a like. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on social media if you want to see behind the scenes, fun facts, anything like that. You can follow me on Instagram at VisitJoan, or if you want to see my thoughts on all things Sims related, you can follow me on Twitter at VisitJoanVideos. But anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here. I will be seeing you in the next video. Bye, everybody!